Welcome to the channel. Welcome to this series of Save Our Season. It is the fifth and final series in this particular run of series that we've been doing, where we take over a club halfway through a season or at Christmas and we try and save them from relegation. This fifth and final series then is going to be in Russia with Anji Makhachkala, something like that. We'll call them Anji. You may remember a few years ago, they were the new kids on the block. They suddenly got a load of money. They got players like Samuel Eto'o and players like that. And they had a real go at trying to build themselves into something that they could never be. Since then, it's all gone. The money's gone. Everything has just fallen apart. The fact that the players had to travel 1,500 kilometres to games didn't really help, because to home games, that is, because I think they all lived in Moscow and then they had to travel down to play games. So it was all a big mess. It was never going to work. It was doomed from the start. Because of that, they now find themselves bottom of the table currently, but it's very, very tight down there. As you can see, a couple of teams up above them do have games in hand. So basically, what we are going to do in this episode, it is just going to be have a look at the club, have a look at the squad, the finances, things like that, because this is all new to me. I have no idea about Russian football. I have no idea. I know the Moscow teams are generally top, and Rubin and Zenit sometimes get up there as well. Other than that, I mean, I've never heard of this team, Sovetov. I've never heard of Orenburg. Akhmat, I've never heard of. So basically, from Rubin up, and between Rubin and Anji, I've kind of never heard of any of those teams. So this should be interesting. Pronunciations, apologies in advance. Don't speak Russian, so I am going to mess these up massively, I imagine, at times. As you can see, we've played 21 games. Now, there are only 16 teams in the division, so there are only 30 regular season games. And then the potential playoff, which is against, obviously, the teams down below us in the National Football League. So that is a real possibility in this series. At the end of the week, we could have playoffs. The one thing it does mean, we've only got 9 games to go, so we really have been brought in as an emergency manager to really try and save them, because things are getting a little bit dicey. I mean, the playoff is looking good at the minute, but with Ural having a game in hand on us, getting actually out of this bottom 4 could be tricky. So let's have a quick look at the rules of the league, because, as I say, I haven't got a clue. The only thing I know is that we play 30 matches. The match rules: there must be no more than 6 foreign players in the starting 11. Obviously, only registered players can play. We can name 12 subs, so that's pretty good, but we can only use 3. Trialists are allowed to play in matches. That's interesting. Okay, that's good. We can only have 30 players in the squad, and we can't register anyone new now until the 28th of January, so I'm assuming that's the Russian transfer window. League sorting rules is games won and then results between the teams. Okay, that's an interesting one. The prize money there. Qualification. Teams placed 13th and 14th qualify for the relegation playoff. Shall we just have a quick look what happens there? Bottom 5 teams are relegated. Teams placed 3rd and 4th qualify for the promotion playoffs. So it must be like 2 semi-finals and a final, I assume, in that, or something along those lines, I guess. It may not come down to it, we'll see. Bottom 2 are relegated, obviously, and the 2 above go into that playoff then. The disciplinary rules are usual. Continental qualification, easy for me to say, isn't going to be something we need to worry ourselves with. Right, transfer window, 28th of January to the 27th of February. Yeah, so we've got a month to go until the January transfer window. What we'll do is we'll have a look at the team schedule first before we have a look at anything else. Already out the cup, that immediately strikes me. We've gone out to Yenisei. Again, apologies for the pronunciation. Wow, not good form. Not good form at all. So, it stands to reason that we have been brought in here, because they are really, really bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 league games without a win. No, in fact, 12, 13 league games without a win, because that win there was in the cup. So, not a good run at all. As you can see, we don't actually have a match now until we play Krylia Sovetov. Was that any good? And they're 14th, so they're right down there with us. That's going to be interesting. So obviously we're going to see that tomorrow. What this does mean, because there's only 9 league games to go and potential playoffs, you're going to see every match. We're going to do every single match on camera. It'll be 2 a day, and then for 4 days, and then that'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, it may be the final game, and then the playoff. It may be the end of the series. Who knows? But it will end Friday or Saturday. We'll see. So yeah, this I'm quite excited about it because, as I say, I know nothing about the league, but I haven't got too many games to get through. So if I'm not really enjoying it, doesn't really matter. It won't last long. Right, let's have a look then, I guess. Let's do the squad first. Let's do the squad first. So they're in position order. Looking through, it's not the biggest squad. We've got some players away on loan, like this guy Magomed Muzalov, who's on loan at Akhmat. Can I recall him? I can't. I probably can do it during a window. Oh, he can't be recalled at all. He can't be recalled. Okay, fair enough. Don't need to worry about him. He looked quite good as well. Pavel Karasev, a midfielder. Can he be recalled? Nope. Fair enough. This is not going well. Juan Lezcano, he's on loan at Tobol. He's a striker. He doesn't look too bad either. And I'm guessing, I can recall him in the transfer window. So that's an interesting one. We might have to do that. Right, what I'll do, I'll get rid of them from the view because I don't like having them in my squad view. Right, let's. So we've got 3 goalkeepers. Budikov looks like he's been the first choice. We've got 4 centre backs, and this guy here who is a centre back as well. He likes playing at left back, but he's right footed. But he's not very good at right back. That's interesting. Does he have a side preference? No. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad, and he's played 19 games out of the 21, and he did play both cup games and got a 7.5 in the cup games. He is on loan from Zenit. He was at Arsenal Tula last season. Doesn't look bad. I think he could be one of our first choice players. I'm not going to have a look at every player as we go through because that's going to take forever. I'm just kind of trying to figure out what we can do. And at a minute, how many players is that? That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 21 players in the squad. I can't even name the 12 subs. That's mental. I haven't got a squad big enough. Okay. Let's just go back. I assume we just play every weekend. Yeah, we do. So we don't need a big squad. We don't need one because we're only playing once a week. We've got no cup games. So if I don't get any injuries, technically I could play the same team every week. So that should be interesting. We've got 3 strikers and we've got no wingers really. I think this is going to end up being a very, very different formation. I mean, if you watch any of my stuff, you know I like a 4-2-3-1. That ain't happening here. That is not happening. We have not got the players to do that. We've got not many central midfielders. We've got 3 strikers. And we've got no wingers really either. I mean, we've got maybe a couple here. So I'm thinking, my initial thought is a 4-4-2. He looks half decent, 30 years of age. Who else have we got? We've got Dostan Jamdamov. He's a left-footed... he's a left-sided inside forward. Doesn't look amazing. But for us, he's 3-star ability. So, could be quite good for the league. Let's have a look at strikers. That's what I like. I like a striker. Apti Agjadov on loan from Akhmat. Doesn't look amazing, but could probably do a job. Pavel Dolgov is our player. He's only 22. Yeah, he's probably not going to be a first choice. And we've got Andres Ponce, Venezuelan. He probably looks about the best out of them, to be fair. He's a pressing forward as well. So, in terms of midfielders, yeah, it looks like he's the best one. Mohamed Rabiu, who's Ghanaian. He's a ball-winning midfielder, which I like the sound of. I think that's probably what we're going to have to be doing at the minute. Let's have a look at them in terms of ability then. And we've got Jean Chancellor, who is Venezuelan as well. And he doesn't look too bad either. Jumping reach of 18 and heading of 14. So I like him. He's 6'6". He is definitely going to be a first choice player, I think, for us. Because at 6'6", he is just going to be a menace in both penalty areas. Ivan, we had a look at him, didn't we? Did we have a look at him? Yes, we did. Whatever his name is. We've got some decent players for our ability. I mean, down here at the bottom, we've got this guy who's apparently useless and is useless. What have we got in the under-21s? Have we got anything? Oh, God, we've got loads of players here. Okay, so in current ability, Amur, but he's out on loan. Amur Kalmikov, 20. Yeah, I can recall him, but he doesn't look very good, so I won't be bothering. So I suppose potential ability then for these guys. 18-year-old striker, Gamid Agalarov. No, doesn't look like he's ready to step up. It's not really a striker that I'd be wanting. It'd be someone... I'm not going to go through... Again, I'm not going to go through them all. I'm just having a quick look, trying to acclimatise a little bit. Just having a look at some of the best players that we've got. Nikita Andreev. Again, these are just, they look like they could turn into something, but they haven't got enough ability right now, right here and now. So, to be honest, unless we get really desperate, there's not going to be anybody stepping up from that under-21s team. And we have 3 players in our under-18s. None of them, I'm not even going to bother. Look, he's got a 4.4. He's got a 4.4. He must have let in goals. He's a goalkeeper. How many did he let in? 4 in his one appearance. He's got a 4.40. We're not even going to bother looking at them. I really, really, really hope we've got some money, because at the minute we're probably going to be able to do a 4-4-2, but I'm thinking we're going to have to maybe do a diamond, maybe. I mean, we've got Ivan Markelov, who is left-footed, but he could potentially play in a number 10 role. He wouldn't be amazing at it, to be fair. He wouldn't be amazing at it at all. Vladislav Kulik, again, we can't even... I mean, we haven't even got a diamond. There's not even a diamond formation in this. There really isn't. I'm going to have to play something like 2 up front. And we're going to have to do something like a 4-1-3-2 or... I'm struggling. A 4-3-1-2 maybe. A diamond was my initial thought, but we just don't have an attacking midfielder. We just don't, and I don't think there was anyone in here that looked anywhere half decent that could play that role. It would be this guy maybe. Nope, useless. Oh God, this is going to be a tough week. Let's have a look at the finances then, and let's see. Okay, so we're 3 million in debt. We have no transfer budget, and we've got less than 400 quid in the wage budget. Amazing. We have got nothing here. We are going to have to get unattached players if we're lucky. We have got no wiggle room, and I'm pretty sure that there is nobody interested in any of my players. There isn't. There is not one single player with a wanted sign next to them. This is not going to look good. This is not going to go well at all. This is it. I mean, in terms of the table, it's looking like we could be competitive, but with 2 wins and 10 draws, it's going to be a tough 9 games. I mean, I can't really go out there and spend money. We haven't got any, and we don't have enough games to warrant it, to be honest. I will have a look through and see if we can get someone in. I've just had a thought. Is Giuseppe Rossi? If you watch the Chievo one, you'll know I signed Giuseppe Rossi. He's a free agent still. And you know that I signed him for Chievo and I couldn't register him. But I'm wondering if I could register him. Would he be... Oh. I didn't know that. We're under transfer embargo. Amazing. Just to add it, where do we find out about that? Where do I find out about a transfer embargo and how long we're under it for? Transfer ban until the 24th of January 2019. Okay, so when the window opens, we can sign players. providing we can sign players. I think that's going to do it for us, because I've got to come up with a tactic now. We've got 3 months. I'm going to see if I can raise some money with friendlies maybe over those 3 months, get used to the squad, maybe see if I can find somebody that's half decent down in the youth teams. Doesn't look very good though. And we will come back tomorrow with our first 2 games against Krylia Sovetov and a very tough game against third place Dynamo Moscow. Join me for that. Let me know down in the comments right now, are we going to survive? It is tight down there. At the moment though, looking at that squad, looking at this club in general, looking at the finances, I don't think we can do much more than get into that relegation playoff. That is the aim at the minute. With 9 games to go, I wonder, because of course Tula and Ural and Yenisei all have a game in hand on us, so potentially we're 9 points away from safety, and I can't see us doing that. I think in this, we need to have any chance of staying up, I would say we need to take probably at least 2 points a game. I think we need to go up to mid-30s to get in that relegation playoff. We might be able to do it with around about 10 or 12 points from these 9. So yeah, let me know. Are we going to keep them up? Do you know at the start of in the vanilla database, this is without the winter update on FM19. This was because this whole universe started at the start of the game. So let me know if there are any decent unattached players that you think could help. Yeah, let's see how we do this week. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I don't know the Russian for goodbye, so I will just say goodbye.